Hello, everyone. This is A English Channel. Welcome back to our English lesson. Today, we're going to zoom in on a very special type of noun, the proper noun. Proper nouns are all around us, and knowing how to use them correctly makes your English more precise and professional. So, what is a proper noun? A proper noun is a noun that names a specific person, place, organization, or sometimes a thing. Unlike common nouns, which are general names, proper nouns are unique and specific. And here's the most important rule. They always start with a capital letter, no matter where they appear in a sentence. It doesn't matter if it's at the beginning, middle, or end. If it's a proper noun, it gets a capital letter. Let's look at some examples to make this crystal clear. For people, instead of just saying a man or a woman, we use proper nouns like John, Maria, or Dr. Smith. These are specific individuals. For places, instead of saying a city, a mountain, or a park, we use specific names like London, Mount Everest, or Central Park. See how we know exactly where we're talking about? The same goes for companies or organizations. We don't just say a company, we say Amazon, UNICEF, or Harvard University. And finally, for special things or events, we use proper nouns like Christmas, the World Cup, or the Mona Lisa. Notice how all these words, John, London, Amazon, Christmas, start with a capital letter. This is what sets them apart from their common noun counterparts like boy, city, company, and festival. So, when and why do we use proper nouns? We use them because they add clarity and precision to our communication. They tell us exactly who or what we are talking about, leaving no room for confusion. Let me show you what I mean. If I say, I met a teacher yesterday, that's pretty vague, right? It could be any teacher in the world. But if I say, I met Mr. Johnson yesterday, now you have a specific person in mind. The sentence is much more informative. Here's another example. I visited a city last summer. Which city? It could be anywhere. But if I say, I visited Paris last summer, you immediately have a clear picture. That's the power of a proper noun. It takes your sentences from general to specific. Here's a quick tip that you must always remember. Always capitalize proper nouns. This is a non-negotiable rule in English. Even if the proper noun is in the middle of a sentence, it needs that capital letter. For example, it is correct to write, I went to London last year. The L in London must be capitalized. It would be incorrect to write, I went to London last year, with a lowercase l. It might seem like a small detail, but it makes a huge difference in making your writing look correct and professional. So, to summarize everything we've talked about today, proper nouns are names for specific people, places, organizations, or special things. They always start with a capital letter, no exceptions. Using proper nouns is essential for making your English clearer, more precise, and more professional. They are your best friends when you want to avoid being vague. That's all for proper nouns today. I encourage you to keep an eye out for them in your reading, in movies, and in everyday conversation. I promise you'll start noticing them everywhere. Next time, we'll dive into common nouns, which are just as important for building strong sentences. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.